who do the hat on in the weird direction, and they're right up there with the people who do the weird lip piercing, which is they're fucking with you. Like it's antisocial. First off, it's saying, here's how most people wear their hat. Nah, I don't wear my hat that way. I wear it in a super uncomfortable, unattractive way that does nothing for me, and it shades the side of my neck. It does not keep the sun out of my eyes. It doesn't keep the hair out of my face. I will fuck myself up. It's right up there with I wear my pants somewhere around mid-crack line, like about half ass crack mass, like my balls died and my pants are flying at half crack. Like, first off, you think it's comfortable to wear pants that are around your fucking hips?
How can you even walk like that?
If a fucking car came around a corner, you'd get run over, and I'd be the first one cheering, by the way. Yeah. No, it's not comfortable to wear your hat. I wear ball caps all the time. They're sort of shaped to fit your head, which does kind of have a direction to it. It's
not just sort of.
Yeah, it's not a beach ball. It's got a little shape to it. And the hats and the caps are made. When you pull them sideways, it's kind of like wearing, it's like wearing underpants where you're going to, stick a leg through where the waist would go and put the leg up around your waist. Like, it's fucking uncomfortable. Now, that's uncomfortable. Also, having multiple hoops through your lower lip. I do not believe aids in your eating, lovemaking, your speech and debate class. It does not help you get a job.
Yeah,
it doesn't help you do anything.
Could help with ziplining.
It's a very subtle way and not so subtle way of going, fuck you. I'm uncomfortable. I want you to feel my discomfort. I want you to feel discomfort. This hat, it's an apparel equivalent to you having a booger that's going in and out of your nose as you laugh like a piston, or you having a piece of broccoli on your front tooth. It's fucking me up. And I know, but the broccoli and the booger you're unaware of. The hat you're in charge of. And you know what you're saying. It's antisocial. It's fuck you. And the lip thing, it's forcing me to go, ow, that looks like it hurts. And then I have to do what if that got caught on something? And then I do that, what if you're eating one of those little mini chops, those little lamb chops? It's like appetizer, you get sauté. You get the sauté spear, and it like somehow goes through there, and it pulled away or something. Or
I'd actually managed to never think about that. But now I feel yucky.
Now you're forced to.
Yeah.
Right. This is an antisocial fuck you, think about me, and this. And there's a million versions of it. There's a million. There's a tattoo version of it. There's a piercing version of it.
There's a hair color version.
I'm going to wear my hat. I'm going to wear my hair. I'm going to take the fucking baffles out of the pipes of my Harley so you can hear me. There's a hear me, look at me, see me, feel me thing. And my thing is, just fuck off.
You've got it locked to HTLA Radio 1, New York.
This program is intended for mature audiences only. If you have any homicidal or suicidal feelings, please consult a doctor before listening to this program.
Well, you know you do. That's right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be to you. Well, here, right now, it's 1 o'clock Eastern, and we're on a special preemptive, yes, I think it's preemptive is the right term today, edition of the Friday Frappacino on Coffee and Cigarettes. And we're early because someone who will not be named screwed up, and we had some scheduling conflicts. So today's big show, the one to round out the week, is early. Yes, we're early, 1 o'clock Eastern. So if you miss it, if you're counting on the 3 o'clock, have no fear, because it'll be there at 3. We just won't be live. But we are live right now at 1:07 in the p.m. And, of course, on the big show today, we give you the goods on how to text your new bae. Yes. Yeah. Whatever the hell that is. And a North Carolina woman says she has the winning Powerball ticket, baby. Also, a shooting at Mardi Gras leaves 2 dead. And the mother of all snow hurricanes is headed for New England. Yes. All that and much more on today's Coffee and Cigarettes. So come join us, myself, Jenny, Louie, Tom, George, for this Friday Frappacino spectacle. And you know what that means, don't you? Well, that means come on in and grab a cup, have a seat, and light one up, ladies and gentlemen. It is coffee time. That's right. There's the theme, albeit 2 hours early. But hey, what can you do when you live in a shoe and somebody schedules something for an actual regular scheduled showtime for an HTLA show? And it's not just any something. No, because if it was anything, I'd be like, screw you, we're busy. Too bad, bye-bye. But unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, depending on how you look at it, you just can't... You just can't ignore this meeting. This meeting's a good meeting. It's a big meeting, and it's going to mean a lot to HTLA Radio 1 and, indeed, all of you listeners out there. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that meeting at 3, which is why you're doing this meeting at 1. That's clear and straight enough for you, isn't it? Pushing the buttons for us, making us go in the booth today is the one, the only Jenny McCartney, social media goddess. Yes, there she is. And, of course, sequestered in there with absolutely no beverages whatsoever. We've had a security team come and clear it out, make sure there's no liquid in any form in that room. Thank you, and welcome to Coffee and Cigarettes, HTLA Radio 1's Friday Frappuccino. Appreciate you joining us here today, and we got some fun stuff for you today. But, of course, as always, in addition to the fun stuff, I guess those guys kind of bring the fun stuff. Our special guest / special co-host / special... Yes, that's the... Yeah. First of all, joining us live from the beautiful Robin Webb Mill Bay Studios in beautiful Mill Bay, British Columbia, Canada. Way the heck over on that long, weird-looking island on the west coast of Canada. We're talking with the one, the only Louie Lawless. Are you there, Lou?
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
I guess, yeah. I'm feeling that you're ready to go.
That's the famous story about Jerry Lee Lewis. You heard that story, haven't you? Sitting behind his desk at Paramount, talking with big executives and TV people, and all of a sudden the chick pops up underneath, wipes off her mouth, and walks out the door, and Jerry doesn't bat an eye.
Oh, it's always a true joy and pleasure to have you here, Louie.
You know how to spell my last name on the check, right? It's Louie Lawless.
Yes, we've got that. No problem. And also, joining us not far from here, from his $60 million penthouse overlooking Columbus Circle, is the one, the only Tom Cruise. Tom, thanks for being here today.
Sure, absolutely.
Good to have you, of course. And then you heard the iconic laugh. Yes, the... The iconic, the one, the only George Takei, all the way from his home in Los Angeles, California. George, tell the folks a little bit about yourself, will you?
I want to help you.
I'm George Takei, and when I'm walking down the street, people shout out, "Hey, Sulu!" So I'm known more as Sulu than as George Takei,
well, sure,
which is what I really am.
Mm-hmm. And there he is. He is here. And he's having his thing. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Well, sometimes you'll get that from me. That weird kind of out of the way thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, that is the three fine gentlemen here today. And next week, I can't say who it is yet, but we will have a lovely female joining us from the, somewhere. I can't say where because, of course, it's secret until Monday.
Which woman are you married to or living with now? The same one? The mother of the daughter, or was it a boy?
We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. That verdict isn't in yet, of course, thanks to gender fluidity. But
it's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Well, that's good, and we're all glad you're here, Louie. And without further ado, I guess we'll blaze off into our first story today. And what is that story, you may ask? Well, interestingly enough. Oh, actually, or not interesting at all. A little step-by-step helper. Yes, how to text when dating someone new. Oh, okay. Wondered what the hell that Bay thing was. I keep thinking everybody's talking about San Francisco Bay, and no, they're talking about their significant other. What? I just don't understand why we've got to create all these new fictitious words for things that already exist, have existed for, billions of years, and already have names.
I don't feel it's ignorance breeds bigotry.
Mm-hmm. And stupidity. Don't forget stupidity. Yes, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just in time for Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell it's early for me, can't you? Just in time for Valentine's Day, we offer some tips on how to text somebody you are interested in after, and this is the important key, I think, after that first date. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you wouldn't want to say these things before the first date, no. Here are some tried and true strategies, apparently. Number 1, this is never the right time to text. It's best to follow your instincts. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's all the tip you need then, right? Yeah, don't even bother. No, it's not the right time. Number 2 is be honest with your date and say you had a good time, even if you didn't. What the hell? I can always end the night by asking if they got home okay. Yes, fake that concern.
Absolutely.
And yes, and that'll sure to get you in the sack or something. I don't know. Flash back to a funny moment during the night and start a short conversation via text so you know you're talking to your date and not their parents.
I want to help people. It's not something that I just say. It's something that I actively pursue, and that's how I feel. I feel privileged, truly.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, you help people, and I'm helping people, too, by this lovely dating advice. This is top-notch stuff. Number 4 is if the first date was rough and you have no interest in having another one, well, this is good. Be polite, but direct about not wanting to see the person again. No need to let them wait and wonder, right? Well, I don't know. I think if the date sucked, yeah, he never returns my calls. Just do that. Really? So proper etiquette now is that you have to actually contact the person again that you went out on a date with and didn't have a good time and don't like them and they smell and you don't want to go and...
You are a douchebag.
I am. I know. That's okay. I'm perfectly comfortable with my douchebaggery.
Absolutely.
See? There you go. When you get the endorsement from Tom Cruise, you are a douchebag. Yes. And finally, 5, if you do not know how to respond to something, throw out an emoji. Who doesn't love a moon face? Yeah, listen to that. The panel is deadpan silent. They don't know what the hell to say to that. What? Emoji. Well, I know George is Japanese. George, emoji?
The trick is using that word in a conversation, in your writing. It's the use of that word that makes it your own.
Oh, all right. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, suck my emoji.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Well, I don't know. Who made up this word? It's not. Show me in the dictionary.
I think it's I think it's appalling.
Well, yeah, because I don't understand why this new generation thinks they've got to create a bunch of freaking words for things that have existed for tens of thousands of decades before they ever showed up. Well, an emoji apparently, according to Whackjob Wikipedia, is, of course, the little icons you can send, these little pictograms or whatever they call them. Oh, I guess they call them emojis. Yeah, throw out an emoji. Who doesn't love a moon face? Happy Valentine's Day and happy texting. Yeah, there it is. Look, hey, I don't write this stuff, okay? It just gets dumped on my desk, and she just says, do that. And I'm like, isn't there something better, more interesting, more relevant, current? I don't know. Brian Williams is gone. Isn't there a good news story that he left laying on the desk? Come on, give me a hand here.
I think it's appalling.
Well, Tom, please do, because I probably don't have enough material to run the full hour. Please give me your list of all the things you find appalling, please.
I think it's appalling that they're still burning synagogues in France.
Yeah.
I think it's appalling how certain Muslims are being treated. I think it's absolutely appalling when we talk about freedom of speech and human rights. I think it's appalling that they electric shock people. Mm-hmm. I think it's appalling that they drug children.
Well, I do too. Absolutely.
I think it's appalling that they say that there are no solutions for those things. I think it's appalling that people have to live a life of drug addiction.
I do too. I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. Let's see now. Well, I guess the what is the next big story? Well, I guess it's that North Carolina woman that has claimed now that she's won the $564 million Powerball prize. Yeah, so what we brought you yesterday about 3 winning tickets being sold in 3 different areas, I guess can't be true. That must have been Brian Williams' story there. And so now this is the real story. This is it right here. A North Carolina woman says she is one of 3 winners. Oh, okay. So, at least she's saying she's one of 3. Yeah, all right, I'm with her. Of the $564 million Powerball jackpot, the 3rd largest prize ever. Marie Holmes, a 26-year-old North Carolina mother of 4. Sweet! It's about bloody time this went to somebody who can actually use it instead of going to an estate and ending up in court for 700 years.
I think it's...
You are.
I know, a douchebag.
I think it's appalling.
I am, thank you. WECT News says that she believes she is one of those 3 winners. Quote, I thought I was going to have a heart attack when I saw the ticket and checked it, Holmes told the TV station. Holmes, who is not a frequent lottery player, said she was forced to quit her jobs at Walmart and McDonald's to care for her children, one of whom has cerebral palsy. Oh, I guess that's the next supermodel. Quit her jobs at Walmart and McDonald's to take care of her children. Well, if you quit your job at Walmart and McDonald's to take care of your children, the money from the Walmart and McDonald's jobs will stop and you can't take care of your children.
You know, I don't feel it's ignorance breeds bigotry.
It does. It does. Well, she said she intends to first pay her tithes to the church, of course, and then set up a college fund for her children. I wouldn't have none of it if it wasn't for God, said Holmes, who is from Charlotte in Brunswick County, where lottery officials say the winning ticket was sold. North Carolina education lottery officials have yet to confirm Holmes as the winner, however. The winning jackpot tickets also were sold in Texas and Puerto Rico. Lottery officials said that if the winners choose to take a lump sum option, the 3 would split $381 million before taxes. Social media was buzzing today over Puerto Rico's participation in the Powerball lottery. Twitter users expressed frustration at Puerto Rico, a U.S. Commonwealth that can participate in Powerball even though it's not a state. Aw, boo frickin' who. Oh. Susan Dooley, senior drawing manager for the Multi-State Lottery Association, said the Puerto Rico ticket was the first Powerball jackpot winner ever sold outside the continental U.S. Puerto Rico joined Powerball less than a year ago. Puerto Rican lottery winners do not pay federal tax on their winnings. Unlike winners in the States, they pay a 20% tax to the island, according to the 1989 lottery law. Well, not all the winners have come forward. Those who sold the tickets were celebrating. As I told you yesterday, Chandra Swakadi, I don't know, had a brush with a very, very rich person, and I forgot, because, I said yesterday Chandra was a girl because it sounded like a girl, and yeah. You had something to say, George?
You are a douchebag.
All right. Okay, yes. Well, Chandra, the man, apparently, he got wealthy himself, of course, because he gets, 3% or something. Chandra owns Apple Tree Food Market in tiny Princeton, Texas, population 7,700, that sold one of the winning tickets, says Texas lottery officials. And for that, he will receive $1 million. Yes. I want to help my family, he told us. I have half my family overseas in Nepal. My goal is to help those in the remote area of the country move weapons for Al-Qaeda. No, I'm kidding. His wife, Smitri Archara, I'm going to go with that, sure, told WFAA-TV in Dallas-Fort Worth the family will use the money to help pay for their 6-year-old son's education. Wow, $1 million for their 6-year-old son's education. Man, that kid is going to be the next freaking Einstein. Are you
absolutely.
kidding? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm really happy. I don't know what to say. I have no words right now, she said. My husband never takes off. He works all the time. We have to work really hard. Antonio Perez Lopez, Assistant Secretary of the Lottery in Puerto Rico, told us that the winning ticket was sold at a Shell gas station in Coto Laurel, in the southern province of Ponce, Puerto Rico. Like a handful of states, does not require the winner to release their identity to the public. Station employee Leisa Rodriguez confirmed that the ticket was sold there, but she did not know who bought it, she told us. She's hoping to get something from the store's own winnings. Oh, yes, because, of course, the store owner is going to hand it out to you minimum wage. Yeah, right. Well, again, as reported yesterday, the winning numbers, of course, were 11, 13, 25, 39, 54, and the Powerball number itself was 19. The 3 lucky winners who matched all the numbers were not the only ones profiting from Wednesday's Powerball largesse. No. 17 states reported $1 million winners, and a lucky Pennsylvanian won $2 million. In all, almost 6,000 not quite winning tickets worth $75 million in total were sold. The jackpot was fattened by strong final hours demand after the drought that had seen no winner since November 29th. It had been estimated that $485 million early Wednesday, a day of sensational sales, pushed that final number over the ropes to $564 million. Yes.
I think it's appalling.
Oh, you've got enough money. Come on.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I know.
I'm just telling you right now, put your manners back in.
Well, I'll put them back in after this first 2-minute commercial break. And when we come back, we'll get into that Mardi Gras shooting. Back in 2, gang.
You've got it locked to New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1.
What if there was a coffee that was sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions, abundant with rich, fertile soil? What if this coffee was picked at the perfect moment, then packed meticulously and shipped carefully to be roasted under the watchful eye of coffee masters? What if it was expertly blended, ground, and sealed, ensuring maximum flavor and freshness, then brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it? Now, what if this coffee just happened to be the coffee you already know and love? Tim Hortons, always fresh, always great tasting coffee.
is, White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
The hot new accessory, brows that wow. New from Maybelline, New York, it's Brow Drama, our first sculpting ball brush with tinted gel. Just sweep, then sculpt for bolder, sculpted brows. New Brow Drama. Get the look at Maybelline.com. Maybe it's Maybelline.
In this fast-paced, digital everything life, there's nothing like experiencing the world's finest journalism in its original form. So sign up today for as little as $3.80 a week to receive the greatest newspaper in the world and all the incredible experiences that come with it.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful. A broom closet. But the worst part was the shower. My wife drying herself with the
Egyptian cotton towels.
Shower curtain defined that whole vacation for her. Don't just visit New York.
Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
We are, Kissy. Thank you. New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1, New York, for this Friday, the 13th of February, 2015. Oh, yeah. 16 degrees right now in Central Park and sunny, but it's 16 degrees, so the sun kind of gets canceled out.
Well,
absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
a Shakespeare, though. I went to the Shakespeare.
I know, George. You keep doing this on commercials, and we come back. We know, you're a Shakespeare buff. Well, you got to tune to Friday's Frappacino, coffee and cigarettes for HTLA Radio 1. I am your host, Chris Crash Jesus Taylor, and in the studio with me, of course, is the one, the only Jenny McCartney, social media goddess, pushing the buttons, making us go in the booth today. Also joining us live via satellite, because he likes it when we say that, is the one, the only Louie Lawless. Louie.
Mr. T would be proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Louie Lawless, ladies and gentlemen.
We were 5 steps away from winning the Academy Award, and we didn't.
Okay. All right.
And I finally figured out how to edit.
Well, there you go. Everything's good. Also, from a $60 million penthouse in beautiful New York City overlooking Columbus Circle, the one, the only Tom Cruise.
Absolutely.
There he is. Glad to have you back here. And
I want to help people.
I know.
It's not something that I just say. It's something that I actively pursue. And that's how I feel. I feel privileged, truly.
Well, and there's no other thing that you should feel ever on this show. Yes, privileged. Well, we're back with the show, and let's talk about that shooting in Mardi Gras. Yeah, leaving 2 dead. New Orleans, a second man has died after shooting along a Mardi Gras parade route in Uptown Thursday night, which New Orleans police made a quick arrest. The shooting happened before 10 p.m. near the intersection of St. Charles and Arado Street. Officers heard multiple gunshots, ringing out while they were working along the parade route, police said. Police officers found the 2 victims suffering from gunshot wounds to the body. EMS arrived on the scene quickly and transported both victims to the hospital. A short time later, the 21-year-old victim died from a gunshot wound to chest while in surgery. Wound to the chest, I should say, yeah. The second victim, a 22-year-old male, died at the hospital this morning from a gunshot wound to the neck. Neither man's name has been released. The coroner's office will, of course, release their identity after performing autopsies. The police have identified the suspect in the shooting. What do you want to? Anybody want to make Betsy's black? Anybody? Come on.
Sure, absolutely.
All right, Tom, you're on for what? $50?
Absolutely.
Okay. The shooting is a black 19-year-old man, John Hicks is his name, according to police officers. And you know my name on the check, right?
Absolutely.
You know how to spell my last name on the check, right? It's Louie Lawless.
You didn't bet Louie, but okay. According to police officers, they observed a man running from the scene and quickly apprehended him without incident. The suspect was reported to be in police custody being questioned. A weapon was recovered nearby. The shooting occurred during the Mouses parade. Yes, the traditional kickoff to the Carnival weekend. The New Orleans Advocate reports officers stationed nearby responded immediately. As they rushed to the scene, officers administered CPR to one of the victims, and he was taken away by New Orleans EMS around 10:15 p.m. The Advocate reported. The parade continued to roll amid all of the chaos. Yes, because you can't. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot stop a good party. No, you can't. Angela Mathern, a resident of Thibault, Louisiana, was taking in the parade with family when the shooting happened a block away. Mathern told the Associated Press she didn't hear anything but saw people running in our direction and police in the opposite. Mathern said the parade kept going, so she didn't realize there had really been a shooting until later when she left the parade route. Police Superintendent Michael Harrison called the situation extremely frustrating as Mardi Gras draws closer, but added that officers were right there on the spot and did a great job in catching the suspect. Back in 2012, 2 people were shot in the same area on the day Mooses rolled, the Thursday before Mardi Gras. The city will host several parades daily until Mardi Gras, which is this coming Tuesday. So I'm going to do it. Louie, what did you think about Mardi Gras exactly?
Mr. T would be proud of you.
Yes, but Mr. T's not here right now. Wanting to actually ask you what you thought about the Mardi Gras thing.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Mm-hmm. What's the favorite part of Mardi Gras for you?
The music is fantastic.
Right.
Oh, you got to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can. Tom, you've got kids and stuff. You ever go to Mardi Gras?
Listen, we raise children. How do you answer that? How do you answer that question?
Well, I don't know. You could probably just answer it,
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, there you go. George, do you want to have sex with Captain Kirk?
Do you think I'm sexually aroused by Mr. Shatner?
Well, yeah, kind of. I am, and I'm not a homosexual. Well, now, as per Tom's contractual request, we need to take a few moments out for Scientology. Tom?
A friend of mine actually gave me this, it's actually this picture book about suppression.
Right.
And social and antisocial personalities. And I was like, what is this? He said Scientology. I said, I'm very interested. And that's when I became a Scientologist, about 20 years ago.
Yes, it's amazing that you can be swayed by a picture book.
You're stepping over a line. You're stepping over a line. You know you are. I'm just telling you right now, put your manners back in.
Well, what can you do? I'm stating the facts, ma'am.
No one's ever said that to me.
I know. So, please finish. I know you've got more about Scientology.
People are interested in Scientology, and I find that people wanted to know. They want to know about it.
Yes, which is why, of course, George Takei and Louie Lawless combined have over 3,500 pieces of email that have been sent to producer at htla.radio1.com over these last 3 weeks that you all have been joining us on the show. And not one has been, for Tom Cruise at all. And needless to say, not one of them has asked about Scientology.
Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Well,
I'm just telling you right now, put your manners back in.
I'm gonna push you today because I think we're replacing you next week. But we're not getting rid of George. We love George. Absolutely, he is the man. And we'll get George. Tell him a little bit about Star Trek.
I've done Star Trek, the series and the movie series up to the 6th one.
Mm-hmm. which, of course, is my absolute favorite. Awesome. Love it. And, Tom, when was the last Mission Impossible you ever did? 20 years ago?
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I know. And you know what? I'm okay with that today. I don't know why I'm so pushy on Tom today. I'm ready to just punt him.
It's about fucking time. Move on.
Well, there you go. Let's see. Yes, the big snow hurricane that is coming. Yes, hurricane. You heard the word. You know what it is. And now it's mixed with happy minus 40 snow. Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah, of course, George is laughing his butt off because what is it? Like 79 degrees and sunny in L.A. right now? Yeah, something like that, I bet. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to the weather service and check it out. No, I'm not. I'm just going to... That would just be wrong because then I would get depressed. And
I think it's appalling.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. We'll go with that.
Absolutely.
All right. Is the snow hurricane, not even kidding here, a ferocious blizzard as powerful as, get this, Category 2 hurricane, is forecast to hammer parts of the Northeast and New England with heavy snow, howling winds, and pounding waves late Saturday and into Sunday. And I'm sure most of you know that the Northeast is getting ridiculous temperatures. I mean, come on, 16 degrees in New York City right now. And yes, it's sunny, but those people aren't out walking their dogs. And if they are in Central Park, they're brand new artistic installations. They're frozen solid, and they're the new thing to go look at. But I wouldn't wait till summertime to go see them. That would be gross. The storm's predicted barometric pressure, a measure of the storm's intensity, is typically observed with a Category 2 hurricane, says the National Weather Service in Boston. The heaviest snow will stretch from northeastern Massachusetts to coastal Maine, with more than a foot expected. Wind gusts to approach 70 miles an hour in a number of places, strong enough to cause structural damage and widespread power outages. And that's, I think, probably going to be the biggest thing because, you know, how many people up in the Northeast here are using, you know, electricity for power? That's
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's appalling.
I do too. Snow from the storm will add to what has already been a historic winter in and around Boston. The city has endured its snowiest February ever, with 42.6 total accumulated inches of snow so far this month. The storm could bring life-threatening conditions. No kidding. Especially in New England, with very low temperatures and strong winds combining with snow to bring blizzard conditions. Blizzard watches have been posted for the entire east coast of New England, from Cape Cod to Maine. Blizzard conditions will make traveling difficult, if not impossible. Yeah, blowing and drifting snow combined with strong winds will create extreme problems for uncleared roads and even for cleared ones. Heavy snow accompanied by lightning and thunder is also possible, according to the Weather Service. Really? Lightning and thunder? I thought you couldn't have that unless it was warm.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
I didn't think so, but apparently we have it in this big nasty mass known as Weather Storm Neptune. Yeah. Recent storms have thrown the Boston area transit system into disarray, and no decision on weekend service has yet been made. With area schools on break next week, some families have been leaving Logan Airport early to beat the storm. Though New England will see the worst of the storm by far, light to locally moderate amounts of snow are also expected farther west, including Long Island, the New York City area, Hudson Valley, central and western New York. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the Appalachians are included, as well as the Great Lakes. Any silver lining to all of this? Well, the Boston Red Sox pitchers and catchers will be reporting to spring training in Florida next Friday, in a sure sign that warmer weather will be back eventually, and I would suggest those pitchers maybe get the hell out now. That's right. Get out now, damn it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it hasn't been good around here. It's been extremely cold, and it's getting worse. And yeah, I'm just not a happy little guy here. I'm just not. And now, not because we're contractually obliged, but because I just like doing it to Tom Cruise, George, please regale us once again with your tale of Bobby.
The boys around me were saying things like, Sally is cute, or Monica is hot. And I thought Sally and Monica were nice, but who really got me excited was Bobby.
Yeah. What about Bobby? You've got to give us the details, George.
What particularly was exciting was he had blonde forearm hair, and he was tan, that glistened. That's when what caught my eye when I first saw him. He had his T-shirt on, but you can see that he had great pectoral T-shirts. And then to see it off.
I think it's
so gorgeous.
I think it's appalling.
I love doing that. Well, it's time for our second commercial break on Coffee and Cigarettes. So when we come back, I'll tell you about a dog that walked nearly 20 blocks to be with its owner in the hospital. Back in 2.
You've got it locked to New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1.
Glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
The hot new accessory, brows that wow. New from Maybelline, New York, it's Brow Drama, our first sculpting ball brush with tinted gel. Just sweep, then sculpt for bolder, sculpted brows. New Brow Drama. Get the look at Maybelline.com.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Good morning. Welcome to Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where fresh always tastes better. What can I make you this morning?
How about our new flatbread breakfast paninis? Made fresh, just for you, with your favorite breakfast ingredients on maple or multigrain flatbread, then grilled to hot, melted perfection. Just $2.99. Who couldn't warm up to that?
Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where quality really does meet value.
In this fast-paced, digital everything life, there's nothing like experiencing the world's finest journalism in its original form. So sign up today for as little as $3.80 a week to receive the greatest newspaper in the world and all the incredible experiences that come with it.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful. A broom closet. But the worst part was the shower. My wife drying herself with the
Egyptian cotton towels.
Shower curtain defined that whole vacation for her. Don't just visit New York.
Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
Yeah, she's got that right. Welcome back to New York's best talk right here, right now, HTLA Radio 1 New York. And hey, if you're not doing anything, hit up HTLARadio1.com. That's the number 1, not O-N-E. We're not Scottish talk. No, HTLARadio1.com. Check it out. All our shows are there. Real Talk, Film 101, Crash Talk. My God, the list goes on. And, of course, this show, Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Except today, we're screwed up. And that's just fine with me.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
I'm a Shakespeare. I went to Shakespeare Institute.
George, I know. You're doing it again. It's like you're mechanical, man. I don't know how you do that. Anyway, if you're just joining us, 1:48 p.m. in the big city, Friday the 13th of February 2015, 18 degrees now in Central Park. It's gone up, too. I think I'm just staring at it and willing it to get hot. Yes, but my powers are limited. I can only bring it up 2 degrees before the Snowzilla hurricane. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm doing what I can, Tom. I'm doing what I can. So, there you go. Louie, are you still awake?
I need to try and raise $25,000 to enter the Academy Award.
Yeah.
And I think it's a fantastic risk because we have a tremendous chance. There's about 200 members that vote on it, and you have to give them a DVD now.
Those greedy bastards and their DVD need. Yeah. Well, you can submit for the Academy Awards. You just need a DVD. Oh, that's right. And Louie, actually, a little side note: you were in the news recently around them there parts there up in Canada, weren't you? You were getting thrown out of movie theaters and stuff. Tell us about that.
I nearly got kicked out of a theater. I can't remember what I saw about 2 weeks ago because I was booing and screaming.
Mm-hmm. And I know you know that it's not acceptable behavior to be booing and screaming, right? You know that.
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
You are such a card, my man. Such a card.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
It is, yeah. So you mentioned Mr. T earlier, and that he would be proud of me. I appreciate that. Maybe we'll have him on next week. That's what we're going to be. Okay, I'll be honest. We're getting rid of Tom Cruise.
I think it's appalling.
Well, yeah.
Well, how would you feel?
Well, maybe kind of crappy, I guess. But, if I'm sitting in my $60 million penthouse overlooking Columbus Circle, I'm already there. I don't care. Kick me off the show. Really.
No one's ever said that to me.
I know, but, things happen, and that's really, I just want you off the show.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Good. All right, we're done. You can go now. You don't even have to stay. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye-bye.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye. Yeah. See you later, Tommy. God.
You're stepping over a line now.
No.
You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
You still here?
I'm just telling you right now. Put your manners back in.
Well, I have my manners back in. I asked you to leave nicely.
You want to move on? Come on. Let's go, man.
Okay, fine. Okay, he's going to be a true consummate professional, as he always is, and stay to the end of the show. Thank you, Tom, so much.
Absolutely.
All right, well, what is the next story up for bids on The Price is Right? Well, today, dog walks nearly 20 blocks to see the owner in hospital. Check that out, huh? Some dogs sure want to be by their owner's side in sickness and in health, I'll tell you. A dog in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, escaped her home and walked nearly 20 blocks to see her owner, who was recovering from cancer surgery, KWWL reports. Sissy, the miniature schnauzer, walked through Mercy Medical Center's doors and into the hospital lobby, according to the news organization, and it was also caught on video. She was on a mission. Owner Nancy Frank told KWWL Nancy's husband Dale was letting Sissy and her brother Barney out to go to the bathroom when Sissy must have escaped. Yeah. Security cameras in the hospital show the 10-year-old dog in the hospital halls. I don't think they could do it, Nancy Frank told the news organization. I thought dogs could find their way home, but this one found the hospital with me in it. Hospital security allowed Sissy up to Nancy's room for a visit because they were clearly intuitive and knew exactly what the dog's plans were.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. See, now that's what Al-Qaeda has to do. They want, to do their terrorist things. What they got to do is they got to take a bunch of cute little dogs like this, strap them up with C4, and just set them loose, because these little dogs have no problem getting through security, it seems. Yeah.
You apologize for your poor choice in words, but you are always going to be a total douchebag.
Yeah. I told you how much I enjoy having you here, George.
I think it's a treat to be here talking with you.
I bet you do. Oh, yeah, you do.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you, Tom.
I think it's appalling.
Oh? Well, it could be if that evil technology was put in the right hands. There it is, the evil technology of dog bombs. Oh, that'll be the next thing. I can't have my cat punching page on Facebook. Maybe I can have my dog bombing page. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, something else equally is, well, no, I guess that's not the right word. Well, this is pretty insane. I got to say, this is pretty insane. United States airports, now with, sleeper cells all over the United States and more coming in every day, and hell, we're immigrating them, terrorists, I mean. What are we going to do now? Well, hey, here's a good idea, boys and girls. Yeah, I work at the Department of Homeland Security. What am I going to do to move forward into the 20th century? What am I going to do with Homeland Security? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to automate the customs system to speed up passengers at U.S. airports. Yes, automated, like, the automated bank tellers, the automated checkouts at Walmart. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, we're going to do this now because security apparently isn't a concern, like, at all.
Bullshitters, never keep your mouth shut, always hustling, always looking for something to do and putting things together. That's American. Look how they took the country away from England.
Well, I don't know about how they took the country away from England exactly. I wasn't there. But this seems to be a full retard move. And, of course, everybody knows you never go full retard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're automating our customs now to speed up passengers because that's important.
I think it's appalling.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Department of Homeland Security said today that it will install 340 airport kiosks to automate passport inspections. A move that the White House says will reduce wait times for international arrivals by up to 30% and expose America to further attacks by 194%. Yes. The move is part of an effort by the Obama administration to make sure there's so much war going on, they'll never get him out of the White House. Yes. The administration is also expanding a program first used at the Hartfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport to allow certain travelers to submit their passport information and customs declaration form through a smartphone app before their customs inspection. That program will be rolled out in 20 more airports by the end of 2015. The push to automate the customs declaration process would mean that Customs and Border Patrol will be able to completely phase out paper customs forms in the next year or two. Well, isn't that good news for trees? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Homeland Security and Commerce Experts Department has released a report on the measures Friday. The administration is focusing on the 17 largest international airports, which welcome 3/4 of all international visitors.
I think it's I think it's appalling.
Oh, I know. The travel industry groups have praised the announcement. The U.S. Travel Association President Roger Dow said that the moves show that the Obama administration, quote, grasps the border value of attracting international travelers to the U.S. And, no. And, of course, because Twitter is the credible news source these days, I'm going to go and post on Crash Talk the tweet. The U.S. Travel Association President Roger Dow said the moves show that the Obama administration grasps the broader value of attracting international terrorists to the U.S. That's what I'm going to put on mine, and I guarantee it.
I think it's appalling.
Yeah, it is. I'm with you. I'm there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid, but hey, what do you know? Well, stupid is as stupid does, and in the wake of the Bruce Jenner I'm going to be a woman and drive like one car smash-up last week, another woman drove off a cliff, and unfortunately this woman, well, she was forced to climb back up the cliff. Talk about the will to live. When 57-year-old Debbie Lopez was putting out a cigarette, oh, that's it. Blame cigarettes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right there, blame cigarettes.
Bullshitters, never keep your mouth shut, always hustling, American, always looking for something to do and putting things together. That's a American. Look how they took the country away from England.
And look how they're trying to take cigarettes away from us. Yeah, see?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so because she was putting out a cigarette, she steered her pickup truck off a cliff, the winding Coastal Highway 1 near Ragged Point, California, last Saturday. She plunged 150 feet, landed upside down, where she waited for help for days, reports California Coastal News. The truck flew over, and I could just feel myself flying down, hitting things. I don't know what I hit, and when I landed, I didn't know I was upside down, she tells KSBY News. On Monday, she recovered enough strength to climb through her windshield. Steep as it was, she then realized the only way to go was up. So she spent 24 hours working her way upward, sometimes crawling, knowing it was her only way back to her family. She made it up to the top on Tuesday around 5 p.m., and credits her survival in part to the rainwater that collected in her wheel well, and to prayer, of course. She prayed the rosary more than a dozen times a day. She prayed the rosary. Yes, thank you. I got up for a moment, and there were no cars. I leaned down and kissed the road, and I said that I'm going home. Yes. She was hospitalized with dehydration and is expected to head home today. One incredible detail, though police now know the location of her truck, it had fallen so far that as of Wednesday night, they still had trouble seeing it. Yeah. And as a little added bonus side note, in November, a 4-year-old boy survived a 230-foot plunge down that same cliff. Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's stunning, is what it is. Yeah. Really? 230-foot fall down the cliff? Really? Well, really. Absolutely, really. We wouldn't lie to you on this show. There's no joy in that. If there was, I would. But
absolutely.
Yeah, see? Well, that 4-year-old boy in Northern California survived a plunge of nearly 250 feet off a cliff into the ground below. Yes, this comes to us from CBS. The unidentified boy had broken bones, but somehow escaped life-threatening injuries when he fell from a trail in Bodega Head in Sonoma County. Yes, the boy had been with his parents and another sibling on the trail when his panicked mother suddenly realized he had disappeared. They called for help, leading to the dramatic dusk rescue. Firefighters rappelled down the cliff, illuminated by the light of flares from the Coast Guard. More to the firefighters' surprise, they found that the boy on the beach, nobody could see him above, leading to fears that he'd been swept out to sea. The child was conscious and alert, obviously crying, which was completely appropriate for the injuries that he had sustained, says a local fire official. And that is your Coffee and Cigarettes Friday Frap for this. What the hell day are we at? Yeah, well, I guess it's Friday, duh. So, I'd like to thank, as always, the one, the only Louie Lawless for coming down and hanging with us again today.
Always with a female and having a relationship, married or single, it's always better that they do the leaving.
Yes.
If you do the leaving, it creates that lingering thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Louie, and we wouldn't want anything else.
Can you give me any help for $25,000?
Absolutely not.
You know how to spell my last name on the check, right? It's Louie Lawless.
Yes, thank you. Tom, again, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for the Scientology picture book demonstration, and I hope you're never on the show again.
You're stepping over a line.
I know.
You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Uh-huh.
I'm just telling you right now, put your manners back in.
Well, then please, thank you for being here, and have a nice weekend.
Absolutely.
There you go. And George, thank you again for coming and hanging out.
I think it's a treat to be here talking with you.
Yeah, thank you.
I've enjoyed it thoroughly. It has been a fantastic experience.
Well, you're welcome back anytime, unlike Tom Cruise. Yeah. Well, once again, a reminder to check out HTLA@radio1.com and all our wonderful shows there. We'll be back on Monday at our regular time. Come hell or high water, I'm going to make sure. These stupid conflicts, damn it. 3 p.m. Eastern for Coffee and Cigarettes Monday Mocha. Yours truly and Jenny in the booth and Louie and George. No Tom. Bye-bye, Tom.
I think it's...
I know. Appalling.
I think it's appalling.
Yeah. All right, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've had a great hour here with us, and have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
You've got it locked to HTLA Radio 1, New York.